I firmly believe that $500 million, 500 million will be locked on the XRPL DeFi ecosystem. Okay. That's lowball. Now let's go to, again, let's lowball it again. Okay, I just said again twice. That's weird. Alrighty, everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another CYPRX video breakdown. In today's video, we're going to be diving into some ongoing developments on the XRPL surrounding the DeFi ecosystem and the growth that is set to happen and unfold at a very rapid pace over the next consecutive couple of months / years that is going to drive massive demand for the digital asset XRP. You're not going to want to miss a beat in today's video breakdown. Make sure that you stick around for the entirety of it. And if you enjoy these types of deep dives, these video breakdowns, where we discuss and talk about ongoing developments in the DeFi ecosystem on the XRPL, then do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the platform. We do appreciate the love and the support. Now, before we dive into these ongoing developments and fundamentals surrounding DeFi on the XRPL, I do want to share this with you guys. Now, if you're watching this recording on YouTube, then this date might have already passed because I do have a video log of updates and videos that do need to come out before this one. So it might be after this date that you're watching this on YouTube. But if you're watching this on Twitter, then you can look forward to this date. And so that is going to be on January 28th. We have the XRP Community Day, which I will be listening in and tapping into to, gather some insights and some perspectives from some industry leading experts at Ripple, talk about the future of XRP and the developments on the XRPL. So I'm just going to read thoroughly through this. So that way, if you guys have not seen or heard about this, you can decide whether or not to attend this on the X space, where they're going to be hosting a live call talking about these ongoing developments. So let's just look into the future as to what you can expect. So XRP holders, builders, community leaders, and Ripple executives will come together for XRP Community Day. The event will be accessible to a global audience with sessions spread across the EMA, Americas, the APEC regions, and the session will cover key topics such as cross-border innovations, institutional DeFi adoption. I like how they have that institutional DeFi adoption in second place. XRPL ecosystem growth and roadmap, and Ripple's priorities for blockchain innovation in 2025, along with the future of crypto regulation. So you should definitely tap in. It talks about inspiring the next wave of XRPL developments, showcasing how XRPL is advancing in DeFi, right? Tokenization, marketplaces, and gaming. And so it just goes over in detail different areas and topics that they're going to be talking about and who's going to be speaking on these specific topics. Two things that I'm primarily paying attention to is the institutional adoption of DeFi topic with Archax, Zonix, and Open Eden, how they will share insights on institutional use cases and challenges led by Marcus Infinger, the SVP of Ripple X. So I'm definitely going to be tapping into that session. Then you have innovation spotlights, short updates from community-led projects across the DeFi, gaming, and tokenization ecosystems, and how it will showcase the decentralized nature of the XRPL ecosystem, highlighting both emerging and establishing initiatives. So again, keep in mind that literally almost a year and a half ago, we told you guys that developments surrounding DeFi on the XRPL were going to start to scale rapidly. We'll get into that in just 1 second. But it's just so amazing seeing all this materialize and seeing how DeFi is one of Ripple's main primary focuses on their live calls and in their ongoing development. So how can you access this? It says right here, how to join the XRP Community Day 2025. Number 1, join the live X space on Ripple X Dev during the event. So I'm just going to click open this tab and show you guys this X profile. You can see right here at Ripple X Dev, this is the profile that you're going to need to go to. And I'm assuming that this is the profile that they're going to be live on. So, you could probably go here. You could set yourself a little reminder or even just bookmark this post from Ripple X Dev that they posted 21 hours ago about this event. I would suggest that you do so that way you don't miss it. I'm sure that you're going to be able to watch the recording if you're watching this on YouTube and you did miss this date on the 28th to watch this thing live. Okay. So that's going to be just awesome to attend. I'm looking forward to it. If you're watching this on Twitter, then I hope to see you guys there. And if you're watching this on YouTube after the 28th to the 29th event that takes place, then maybe you guys can go back and watch this event as a recording on the Ripple X Dev X Space. Okay. So I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention before we dive into these ongoing developments, something that I'm definitely looking forward towards attending. Moving on. Okay. In previous video breakdowns, we covered staking platforms that are ongoing and developing on the XRPL. As of time of recording this video, neither of them have launched. We talked about XO Core in previous video breakdowns that is being built by an individual ex-representative from Ripple. And then we also talked about Doppler Finance. Now, in today's video breakdown, I just want to go over some things that Doppler Finance has been posting on their X profile, because this just goes hand in hand with showing you all how early we told you guys that this would happen on the XRPL ecosystem, that DeFi was going to scale the demand for XRP significantly. And I want to give you guys a perspective, a visual on how early we are if you hold the digital asset XRP. That this $3 price pump that we just saw is peanuts compared to what is coming. When you look at it in terms of TVL, that is going to come on chain on the XRPL over the next consecutive couple of months, especially after native staking features are unlocked on the XRP. I mean, I don't think people really truly understand. Think about all the XRP whales that now never have to sell their XRP. Put yourself aside for just 1 second. Think about the whales that are literally the banks, the financial institutions, right? The private family offices, the wealth managers, the asset managers, like the hedge fund, like it's so massive. I don't think people understand. I get so excited because I know behind the scenes, after having been involved in the Ethereum DeFi ecosystem for years now, how many whales exist, especially in my private network, that will never sell Ethereum because they're just staking it and earning passive rewards. And I'm talking about people with like $25 million plus, okay, earning, 10 to 20% on that amount of money. That is a lot of money. So imagine that now being unlocked for XRP whales. It's massive. Okay, so just check this out. I'm going to blow your mind, just show you guys how early we are. So Doppler Finance just posted this about 14 hours ago as of time of recording. It is the 22nd of January, depending on when you're watching this video recording. According to DeFi Llama, the total TVL of the top 10 chains is $110 billion. XRP Ledger is not in the top 10 yet, but it's not impossible. Okay. If Doppler Finance launches and just 1% of XRP's $184 billion market cap moves on chain, it would rank among the top 20 DeFi protocols. Okay. I'm going to show you guys again how early we are. So keep in mind the top 20 protocols. Imagine how incredible that would be. We are running towards that vision. Let's make that happen together. And again, Doppler Finance is going to allow, EVM sidechain capabilities, native staking capabilities, liquidity pool capabilities, all these things with your digital asset XRP. Okay, keep that in mind. They have not launched on mainnet yet. You can see right here, it says Doppler Finance is launching on the XRPL Ledger mainnet. This is from yesterday, January 20th. 2 days ago, January 20th, they posted this, but will be utilized across the XRP ecosystem, including the root network and the XRPL EVM sidechain. So this is up and coming. I hope to see this launched this year in 2025. It would drive so much demand for XRP. But back up to this post where they talk about, the top 20 DeFi protocols. And then I want to show you guys a perspective if they made it to the top 10 DeFi protocols in terms of TVL, right? And they say that this is not impossible. So just keep that in mind. And then I just want to show you guys that things that we have been projecting to you all on the CYPRX platform is materializing at a rapid pace. We talked about this and I posted this to you guys back July 15, 2024. I've bookmarked this and I will constantly bring this back to everybody's attention. Last bull market cycle, you have to understand. So many people, especially in the XRP community, if you've been here as an XRP holder for some time now, like myself, I've been in XRP since 2017. You didn't really get to experience a new all-time high in 2021. Okay. Last bull market cycle, XRP had no DeFi ecosystem helping boost momentum like ETH did. We know in previous video breakdowns on panel discussions, individual representatives mentioned that DeFi brought utility to ETH. Put cross-border payments aside, like you guys see in this post from Ripple, okay, in this XRP community day, okay, if we scroll up, you can see their focus. These sessions will cover topics like cross-chain innovation, right? Then the next one that they have is institutional DeFi adoption. Put cross-chain connectivity and interoperability and bank use cases aside. I'm just talking about individuals that hold XRP being able to never sell it and just earn passive rewards. That is massive. Okay. And it's happening now for the first time ever. All these things, all these features that Ethereum holders have been able to utilize for the past consecutive couple of years are now being unlocked for XRP holders. Okay. We need to understand how massive this is going to be. I said this ride will be different, utility bull run or not. The DeFi ecosystem alone is about to scale in the next 8 to 12 months. Okay. So now check this out. Let's go. Keep that in mind. Doppler Finance said top 10 is possible and top 20 is coming. Okay. So let's just look at the top 20 and let's just lowball it. Okay. So let's look at these top 20 chains. And you can see here, BitLayer is in the 20th spot. And right now they have $453 million of TVL locked in the DeFi ecosystem. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can actually see it. 453 million. Okay. Let me show you guys how freaking early we are. Look at the XRPL right now on DeFi Llama is sitting at $84 million in TVL lock. So even if we just went to the top 20 in terms of TVL, which I firmly believe is going to happen within the next year max, in my personal opinion. So 12 months out from the time of today's video recording, right? So January next year, I firmly believe that $500 million, 500 million will be locked on the XRPL DeFi ecosystem. Okay. That's lowball. Now let's go to, again, let's lowball it again. Okay. I just said again twice. That's weird. So let's just go back to the top 10 because Doppler Finance says that the top 10 is also possible. Well, sitting in the number 10 spot in terms of TVL is Avalanche in the DeFi ecosystem. And they come in at $1.4 billion in terms of TVL right now locked. So imagine, okay, looking at the XRPL DeFi ecosystem right now, we're sitting at 84 million. And keep in mind, I told you guys that this would happen, that TVL would scale over the next 8 to 12 months back July 15th, 2024. You know how many people in these comments, if you look and you go read these comments, they were like, oh, I'm never going to stake my XRP. I'm never going to use my XRP in DeFi. DeFi is a scam, blah, 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 right? All these naysayers. It's hilarious. Time heals all arguments, right? Look at the freaking TVL people when I told you guys this back in July. All right. If we go back, historically speaking, on July 15th, 2024, look at that right there. The DeFi TVL on the XRPL back in July was sitting at $8 million, $9 million. Okay. Now it's sitting at $84 million. And Doppler Finance just posted something talking about that we could reach the top 20. And that's $500 million in terms of TVL. Looking at where we're at now, showing you guys a physical representation of how freaking early we are. Now imagine if we reach the top 10, this $84 million even just goes on another low ball to $1 billion in terms of TVL locked in the DeFi ecosystem on the XRPL. You have to understand that DeFi creates demand for said digital asset. It alleviates a certain onset of sell pressure on said digital asset. And in this case, that is the XRP digital asset. Okay. If you hold XRP and you are considering selling it for fiat, understand the power that you now have with your digital asset XRP to never have to sell it no matter what price it's at. And again, I'm not saying not to sell a portion of your investment to break even or to take out your initial investment capital, because I plan on doing so. The money that I invested way back in 2017 was mere peanuts because I got in when the prices were well below 30 cents. Okay. I plan on selling that initial investment maybe in 2028, 2030 timeframe. But that's it. Outside of that, I'll probably maintain and hold on to about 80 to 85% of my XRP until I die, and I'll probably pass it on to my children. Because it doesn't matter if XRP is $100, $1,000, or $1. I'll be able to use my XRP, put it into the DeFi ecosystem, and earn passive rewards to pay myself in the fiat that I want. So I never have to get rid of my XRP. When you understand how powerful that is and how early we are based on what I just showed you guys, I mean, you literally are your own bank. Remember, Brad Garlinghouse has talked about the level playing field. President Trump has also talked about the level playing field. I went over this in previous video breakdowns. This is not by coincidence, people. Donald Trump has publicly come out and said that he is now a DeFi enthusiast, right? Brad Garlinghouse has publicly come out and said on an eToro panel discussion that DeFi is the future in the way that the world is headed. This is not by accident, okay? This is all by design. We have the power now that the banks have had for the past pretty much all of our lifetime. And again, people don't understand that because they're lacking education, they're lacking research, and they're lacking a broader vision on what is being built behind the scenes right now because they're so fixated on price appreciation and quick fixes, right? So many people are going to get freaking priced out thinking that they're going to sell their XRP at $10, $15, $20 and get some pullback back down to 50 cents to re-enter into the market. Delusional if you think that. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm warning you, right? Watch it materialize and come into fruition. Do you at the end of the day, by all means, okay? Everybody's got their own strategies, but if you understand the power of the digital assets that you hold now in your portfolio to be utilized in the DeFi ecosystem, you really truly understand what you can unlock in the near future for life-changing wealth, for permanent life-changing wealth. Okay. Anyways, moving on back to some ongoing DeFi developments. So that was a good post from Doppler Finance because it just gives you an insightful perspective as to how early we are. So going back real fast to December 1st, 2023, as we transition to a newly released fundamental piece from January 2025, this was posted from Band Protocol. Band Protocol and XRP Ledger. Band Protocol integrating as the first Oracle provider for the XRPL. This is back from December 2023 to show you guys that developments are happening at a very rapid pace. Now, fast forward to January 13th, 2025, Band Protocol launches on the XRPL mainnet. So this just shows that ongoing DeFi developments and partnerships and integrations are happening right now as we speak. Okay, we're going to read through this fundamental piece. I got to give a shout out to Max Avery on the X Space because he posted a phenomenal thread about this integration. So he said here, in case you missed it, Band Protocol went live on the XRP Ledger mainnet. He posted this on January 21st, 2025. This is another huge step for bringing real-world data on chain. It's difficult to make decisions without real-time data, and that's been a major challenge for dApps. Without Oracle access, Band Protocol solves this by acting as a bridge between real-world info and the XRPL. And I just want to scroll right down here to one of the main key highlights he said about how this unlocks potential in the DeFi ecosystem expansion on the XRPL. So here it says smart contracts on the XRPL can now request this verified data anytime it's built right into a dApp. And what I really like the most about this thread, and what I want you guys to fixate your attention on, is he says here, DeFi developers can now build lending platforms, DEXs, and yield farming right on the XRPL. The tools are now here. You guys remember what Brad Garlinghouse said in the eToro interview just a couple of days ago about DEXs.
I think there's no doubt Ripple has always viewed ourselves to some degree, and consistent with what Yoni described, as kind of a bridge between traditional finance and decentralized finance. And, said another way, it's like, okay, here's the legacy infrastructure with a new infrastructure. There needs, in our judgment, to be bridges between those. Some in crypto, I think early on, were really much, hey, there's going to be a separate, distinct, and it's going to be independent, and there's going to be, the one's going to win over time. And it's like, you're going to have a blended infrastructure for, I think, a very long time. And Ripple's really tried to enable that, as Yoni described, in working with financial institutions, enabling them to use these technologies. But really, if you go back in time, the XRPL, the XRP ledger, was all about tokenizing and enabling the transfer of any type of assets. It was the first decentralized exchange DEX that was available, and we find ourselves, I think, and part of the excitement about what's going on in XRP right now is without the headwinds of the SEC, some of those tools and capabilities that have always been there are now unlocked in a way that, we don't have the headwinds of the SEC, fighting with us about it. And I think particularly around some of the tokenization of other assets and leverage of a DEX, it really plays into where the world is today and where the world's heading.
And now this is all coming into fruition. Okay, so shout out to Max Avery. I don't know this individual, but if you don't follow him on X, maybe go give him a follow because this was just a phenomenal thread to read. So now let's read the actual release from Band Protocol. I'm just going to go over some quick highlights. I know that this video has gotten pretty lengthy, but stick with me because if you hold the digital asset XRP, you're going to want to know about these innovative solutions. So Introduction. We are thrilled to announce that Band Protocol is now live on the XRP Ledger mainnet, marking a significant milestone in our collaboration to support business-focused blockchain innovation. As XRPL continues to lead as the blockchain built for business, our integration brings Band Protocol's Oracle solutions into the hands of enterprise developers and innovators building critical projects on the XRPL. This integration builds upon our initial announcement of becoming the first Oracle provider. And I'm not saying it's the last Oracle provider, because we also got Flare Network, right? Which, again, we're not going to touch on in today's video breakdown because the Flare community gets a little touchy on that. But I think that integration is coming in the near future. Keep in mind. But the first Oracle provider on the XRPL, and takes our shared vision further by equipping the XRPL ecosystem with secure real-time data feeds that meet the rigorous demands of enterprise-grade decentralized applications. XRPL mainnet, an ideal space for business use cases with band price oracles. As a blockchain built for business, the XRPL has consistently delivered high performance and reliability for over a decade. Its focus on enterprise use cases aligns seamlessly with Band Protocol's mission to provide trustworthy data for applications where accuracy and integrity are paramount. What makes XRPL an ideal home for enterprise-grade applications include proven reliability, low transaction cost, high performance, and sustainability. Now, what this integration brings to the XRPL ecosystem, real-time enterprise-grade data access, is the most important. It says here, with Band Protocol, developers on XRPL mainnet can now access decentralized price feeds for key assets like XRP USD, BTC USD, and ETH USD. This unlocks various use cases, from automated trading platforms to dynamic business applications that depend on secure real-time data. Remember the video I played where I said on stage, this guy talking about how DeFi brought utility to ETH. This is literally word for word.
Years ago, DeFi actually brought utility to ETH, right? Now, if you're holding ETH, you can lend it, you can borrow, you can stake, you can do so many things.
It brings use cases. It brings real world utility to the XRPL. This is massive. Okay. As we continue to scroll down, it says Band Protocol's Oracle infrastructure ensures that data delivered to the XRPL dApps is tamper-proof and reliable, providing the level of trust businesses require to operate in mission-critical environments. Okay, that is also really great to see. And then last but not least, it says here, driving business solutions with the XRPL and Band Protocol. The XRPL is known for its proven reliability, which we already touched upon, and together they are empowering enterprises to do these things: automate complex processes such as payments and financial settlements, build scalable DeFi platforms with real-time pricing for enterprise-grade finance, develop innovative applications including dynamic NFTs, business solutions, and tokenized asset management. So the reason why I'm reading this fundamental piece in connection with what I mentioned about what Doppler Finance said about scaling the TVL on the DeFi ecosystem on the XRPL in the near future and reaching possibly the top 20 to the top 10, okay? I'm showing you guys behind the scenes that we are starting to see the infrastructure and the developments and the partnerships being built out for all of that to really materialize and come into fruition. It's not just some hopium vision without putting pieces of the puzzle together behind the scenes for you guys to see. All right. You're actually seeing in real time these developments over a prolonged period of time, because this is taking time. I get that. It's lengthy. It's a process. But if you're patient, the people that are patient will thrive and experience the most price appreciation, in my personal opinion. Again, this started back in December 2023. Okay. So well over a year ago. And now in January 2025, this is now finally materialized and coming to fruition. Okay. So have a zoomed out perspective, buckle up your seatbelts and get ready for the ride of a freaking lifetime, because it is going to take some time and it is going to require you some patience, and you are going to have to deal with the short-term volatility to the up and downside mentally while we wait for all of this to really truly come into fruition. But it is coming. Okay. It is coming. It's going to consistently continue to scale. And I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this ride with me, have a zoomed out long-term perspective, and really truly understand what capabilities you have now in the DeFi ecosystem. If you have no idea what DeFi is, if you want to learn how to get your digital assets working for you in multiple other ways while we wait for developments on the XRPL to unfold with other digital assets that we can use in the DeFi ecosystem, come tap in with us here in the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club. We have an entire university taking you from A to Z on how we are exposing thousands of dollars in the digital asset DeFi ecosystem right now to earn passive rewards step by step. Over 200 video breakdowns going into a detailistic perspective on how we are doing this. Again, you don't have to deploy your digital assets in the DeFi ecosystem to educate yourself. Educating yourself is very simplistic. watching video breakdowns, reading, fundamentals, watching panel discussions from these large financial institutions. And that, ladies and gentlemen, does not require you to expose yourself to risk. It just requires you to put in the elbow grease and have the determination to better your education. And I know that you guys watching that can do just that. All right. So head over to CYPRXtrading.com if you guys want a more in-depth perspective on what DeFi is and how we are utilizing it to our advantage here at CYPRX. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video breakdown. As always, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and buy the digital asset XRP because the TVL is going to scale significantly, in my personal opinion, in the near future. Assess your own personal risk properly. And I'm definitely not telling you guys to go out there and deploy in the DeFi ecosystem. What I am asking that you guys do, as always, is that you further your education. Okay. Education is powerful only when implemented properly. All right. So with that being said, as always, many blessings to you guys. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the platform before you head off. And I will see you all in the next video breakdown.